What is up, everybody? Welcome. Here's another watch list. This is the watch list for Monday, April 3rd, 2023. Let's get it started. Futures are down slightly to open up on Sunday here. Hopefully you had a good weekend. On the list to start, I have AI, SOUN, Microsoft, and Note, because these are all AI plays that have been moving. Here we go with AI, up 21.5% on the day. Relative volume 3.2, average trading range $2.39 a day. Market cap $3.7 billion for C3 AI. Breaking out above its range here and getting back involved with its previous consolidations around 36, give or take 35, 36, something to work on. SOUN, SOUN, Soundhound AI, boom, there it is. Okay, $2.79 a share, up 40.1% on the day Friday. Relative volume 3.6, average trading range 38 cents a day. $607 million market cap for SOUN. Next up, Microsoft. $288.54 a share, up 1.5% Friday. Relative volume, break even. $6.57 average trading range, and $2.1 trillion market cap for Microsoft. Next up, Note. Note is $2.25, up 17.3%. Relative volume 0.1, and average trading range is 40 cents a day. $298 million market cap. This is the company, one of the companies OpenAI selected to work with on the rollout of their, I think it's called an API, plugins, app plugins. Anyways, that's Note, Fiscal Note Holdings. Next up, we got on the list today, Tesla. Tesla's $207.65 a share, ripped Friday as well, 6.2% increase on the day. Relative volume 1.3, $9.21 average trading range per day, $656.4 billion market cap. That's Tesla. They did drop their delivery numbers, 23 million or 23 to something. It was 23 instead of expected number 25 for their delivery numbers. Quarterly possibly? I don't even know. Anyways, that's Tesla. Next up on the list, we got BlackBerry Limited, $4.55 a share stock, 14% increase on the day, Friday, 3 on the relative volume scale, and 21 cents average trading range. Market cap $2.6 billion for BlackBerry. Breaking up and above the 50-day moving average here, aiming for the 200-day possibly. Come back. TD Securities upgraded them to a hold with a $4 price target on Friday. Next up, BCLI, Brainstorm Cell Therapeutics, $3.33. 32% increase on the day, Friday. Relative volume 2.6, 31 cents average trading range, $121 million market cap for Brainstorm Cell Therapeutics. Maxim maintained buy, but they lowered their price target to 10. Still a buy rating for BCLI. Okay, next up we got BIGZ. BlackRock growth funds changed some ways they distribute their funds. So we have, I think, 5 different funds that popped because of that. BlackRock Innovation and Growth is BIGZ. Very nice move above the 200-day moving average here to go ahead and possibly make the golden crossover happen. Could be looking at a target of 850 or maybe even 880. Next up, same info, BMEZ, BMEZ, BlackRock Health Sciences, confirming this golden crossover here after retesting down. Could be targeting areas like 17 and 1710 for BMEZ. BUI is next up. BlackRock Utilities Fund. Breakout above 24 could lead to test of 24.15 and give or take 24.25 and 24.30. And breakout above 24.50 will lead to a test of 24.70. BlackRock Utilities and BSTZ is next. BlackRock Science and Technology. Very nice move up from the 50-day moving average here and close above the 200-day. Could definitely be looking to test 1915 and maybe like 1930, give or take, next to confirm this golden crossover. $20 is not out of question for sure for BSTZ. And next up, we got ECAT, ECAT, BlackRock ESG Capital Allocation. Same type of deal, one of the other funds, and the last on their BlackRock fund list. Test above 1565 could lead to a breakout test of 1580. Not a lot of meat on the bone for that one, but anyways, there you go. 5 BlackRock funds got changes in distributions. All right, now that that's over, let's go with BRZE. BRZE Inc. Currently $35 a share, 9.4% increase on the day. 4.1 relative volume, $1.86 average trading range. Market cap is $3,300,000,000 for BRZE. Piper Sandler, Needham, Oppenheimer, and JMP label and rate BRZE as overweight. Outperforms and buys all strong ratings, and those large major player banks got price targets around 36. A couple are at 40 and one is at 50. Currently at $34 a share. Earnings were Thursday of last week, and this is possibly another possibly an earnings continuation in play if this goes on Monday some more. And it was a beat on earnings per share and sales for BRZE. Analyst ratings started coming into gas in the stock up. I wouldn't be surprised to see a retest of 36. BUR is next on the list. Burford Capital wins a long legal battle against the Argentine government. $11.37 a share, up 53.1% on the day Friday, and they had a relative volume hit 4.2. Average trading range 63 cents. Market cap is $2.4 billion for BUR. UDOW is next up. DAO, currently $8.65 a share, up 2.4% on Friday. Relative volume hit 3.2, and average trading range 70 cents a day. Market cap $1 billion, just about 1 billion equal. DAO. Next up, EVGO. EVGO. Currently $8.04 a share. 10.9% increase on Friday. Relative volume of 1.5. Average trading range 54 cents a day. Market cap $558 million. News is, for DAO, by the way, they were on the scanners twice last week, and they're holding the 50-day moving average with volume, possibly, just to get over there one more time. Let me show it to you. 50-day moving average held with volume. Boom. And next, we're on still EVGO. Continuation from the scanners last week. Cantor Fitzgerald overweight rating with a price target at $10 a share. And evercore rates them outperform with a price target slightly lowered, yes, but still at $14. Okay, next up, IMMR. Immersion Corp, $8.90 a share, up 7.5% on Friday. Relative volume 4.2, and average trading range is 33 cents a day. $289 million market cap for IMMR. Sales and earnings per share beats, and the next targets in my site was 960, 970 range, just about there. 980, 960 to 980, we'll call it. And that is IMMR. IONQ is next. IONQ. Currently $6.15 a share, up 21% on Friday. Relative volume 4.3, average trading range 42 cents a day, and a market cap of $1.2 billion for IONQ. Sales and earnings per share beats. They also raised their guidance. That's real good, and they could be looking to test above 685, which will lead towards tests of 715. 727, 730, and a gap fill at 760 up here. IONQ is looking decent for a opening drive. Next up, PALI, PALI. PALI was on the list previously. Palisade Bio, $3.51 a share. And that's an increase of 32.8% on the day Friday. 3.4 relative volume. Average trading range, 31 cents a day. $16 million market cap. Previously on the scanners and consolidating well after a rip up yesterday. I think the day before it was on a scanner. Or Thursday it hit scanners, and then I reported it. Consolidating well Friday, and looking for a move and a break above its consolidation ranges for more highs towards the 200-day moving average, coming in around $7. PALI, that was. Next up, RUM, Rumble Inc., currently $10.06 a share, 7.1% increase on Friday, relative volume 3.2, average trading range 59 cents a day. Market cap is $2.7 billion. Possible support area hit for RUM. Bounce up here. And possible support area here on the dailies or the single intraday. Chart is looking good for RUM. Next up, YMAB, YMAB. YMAB's Therapeutics is currently $5.20 a share. Increase of 52.2% on the day. Friday, test at $6 got rejected pretty firmly and nicely there with relative volume of 4.3, average trading range 42 cents a day, about $1.72 on Friday movement. Market cap of $219 million for YMAB. Interesting chart, huge gap to fill if it will do it. Break above 540 and 554 puts that gap into play in my eyes, but realistically a break above that 6 test that happened today, most important. Earnings per share beats by a decent amount into profitable territory, and sales miss slightly, but earnings per share kind of dictates more about the share price, and from what I've seen, I think so far, I don't have backtest research on that. CSCO is next up. Cisco Systems, Okay, they are currently at $52.40 a share, 1.6% increase on Friday, and relative volume of 0.2. Average trading range 87 cents a day. Market cap is $214.1 billion for CSCO. Pretty much with a heavy breakout here coming in for Cisco above 52. Could lead towards a test of 53 next. Next up, Honeywell, HON. Boom. Honeywell is $191.05 a share, up 1% increase on Friday. Relative volume negative 0.3. Average trading range $3.59 a day. $127.6 billion market cap for Honeywell. Volume and volatility are holding on this area here, increasing slightly here, and volatility increasing slightly here. Looking for a breakout above 192 to test 194. The moving averages here. Next up, J&J Johnson & Johnson, $155 a share, up 1% on Friday. Relative volume 0.5. Average trading range $2 a day. $483.5 billion market cap for J&J. Court rejected the bid for bankruptcy preservation during this problem they have with the talc issue, and this is possibly either going to be a breakout of this bottoming consolidation or a rejection and back test down towards 151 for J&J. Next up, Microsoft. Microsoft is here at $288.54 a share. I already went through that at least, but the relative volume came in at negative 0.04. Average trading range $6.57 a day. $2.1 trillion market cap for Microsoft. Google AI apparently reached out to ChatGPT for answers. LOL. The battle between Google and Microsoft is very hot right now, in my opinion, and some European areas ban GPT. LOL, I wrote as well. Second time. Microsoft doing good with the OpenAI investment for sure. Travelers Companies is next on the list. $171.41 a share, up 0.3% on Friday. Relative volume break even. Average trading range $3.91 a day, and they have a market cap of $39.7 billion for TRV. JP Morgan maintains an overweight rating, and they have a price target raised from 180 up to 185 by JP Morgan. That's for TRV, Travelers Companies. Next up, UNH. UNH is United Health, currently at $485.30 a share, up 0.5% on Friday with a post-market banger move of like a $10 increase after hours there, so it's going to be different for sure. Relative volume 1.1, average trading range $9.61 a day, market cap of $440.8 billion. And that's for UNH. Next up, Visa. V is currently $226. Excuse me. Increased on Friday 1.3% on the day. Relative volume 0.5. Average trading range $4.14 a day. Market cap is $473.8 billion. Chart for Visa looks super spiky. As you can see here, heavy spikes. Looking for a test of 227 again, and then possibly 230 for Visa, but possibly looking for this to actually break out soon too into the retest of these areas next. That would be crazy when it happens. Who knows? Maybe it won't. Next up, VZ, Verizon Communications, $39.04 a share, up 0.59% on Friday. Relative volume 0.25, 59 cents, average trading range, and a market cap of $163.3 billion for VZ. They secured a $2.4 billion contract to modernize the FAA's infrastructure, and the stock is now just testing and reaching the 50-day moving average. Here you can see FAA is the Flight Administrative Association, I think, or something like that, for airports, which needs it after the holiday season dramas. Okay, next up, Airbnb on the list is $124.40 a share, increased 1.7% on Friday. Relative volume 0.54, average trading range $4.36 a day. Market cap is $78.5 billion for Airbnb. The 3-day bounce above the 50-day moving average here continued. It's the third day as a strong bounce up above the 50-day moving average and a slight breakout above 125.50. Could lead to tests of 130 and 131, give or take. Next up, DocuSign, DOCU. Currently $58.31 a share, up 3.1% on Friday. Average trading range is $3.05 a day. Relative volume came in break even. $11.7 billion market cap for DocuSign. Chart is interesting. Gap is here at about 64, and we're consolidating heavily sideways pretty nicely off a big spike up after earnings. In my eyes, looking for a breakout of $59 to test $64 next and close that gap. Next up, Tesla. I sort of did it already, but I'll just read the news off. Relative volume was 1.2. They have a $9.21 average trading range. Market cap is $656.4 billion. No news. Actually, the chart's just nice. Enjoy. Got you. Tesla. Next up is going to be Zoom. ZM stock. Okay, Zoom is $73.80 a share, increased 2.5% on Friday. Relative volume hit 1 and the average trading range $2.70 a day. Market cap for Zoom is $21.6 billion. Claiming the 50-day moving average here quite well. I could see Zoom working its way up towards 80. Next up, MU, Micron. Micron is at $60.44 a share, down 4.3% on Friday. They had a relative volume come in at 1.7, $2.30 per day average trading range, $66 billion market cap for Micron. This one is on the chart because the earnings moves have been wild here pretty much. As you can see, just bouncing all around. Can't quite figure out what's going to happen for Micron. I think this might be ready to bounce back up here and start retesting 63 though, it looks like. Nice little move going on like that. You could sort of see. It's not too bad. If not, we fail slightly and we could possibly be looking to retest 59 or even $58 a share for Micron. Next up and last on the list is GILD, Gilead Sciences. Currently $82.97 a share. Increased 1.9% on Friday. Relative volume 0.4. The average trading range is $1.63 a day. And they have a market cap of $103.6 billion for GILD, G-I-L-D. At multi-month trend line here, as you can see, mainly I aim it towards that one. Next will be this one around the $85, $84 mark. if you get a test above that area here, but that's not yet. This could also very much be a rejection of this trend line. Could lead to tests back down towards $74 a share, and this gap in play here is kind of sketchy as well, so could lead towards a breakdown and a gap fill over here as well. Looking for a rejection or continuation and heavy gap, so beware is what I put on my list for Gilead. We'll look at a 2-year weekly chart, see what we could see. Let's check 5 years, it'll be more clear. Yeah. All right, well, cool. Here it is. Nice breakout and consolidation sort of going on, but it's also just really downtrending here. Tough to say for Gilead. Anyways, besides all this fun stuff, thank you very much for checking into another watch list. I do appreciate you guys very much. Hopefully this information helps in a quick to digest format. Maybe you'll make some trades off this. I know I definitely am checking these stocks on a chart that shows all the stocks at the same time in the morning for possible trade setups on the open, and then just keeping them on your radar for anything to start randomly popping off in the middle of the day, news breaks or ratings to come in and stuff like that. These stocks are definitely coming in with a hot amount of volume, so it's possible that crazy things go on. I usually see 1 or 2 of them out of the list at least do something unique during the next day. So enjoy, and thanks for checking in. God bless you guys. Have a great day.